All right, we have a brand new beer from a brand new brewery out of Worcester, Massachusetts. I always wanted to say Worcester. Looks like Worcester, but it's Worcester. And you can't pronounce the R either, right? So the name of this brewery is Greater Good Imperial Ales. And in researching this brewery, they coined themselves America's first all imperial brewing company. So every beer that they brew is an imperial style beer. Very interesting in that it was established in January of 2015 with the concept that the imperial ales that are on the market were very boozy at the end. Now, of course, when we're talking about imperial ales, we're talking about something, 8 to 12% ABV. So, of course, there's going to be a little bit of a higher alcohol taste to it, most likely, than you would from a lower ABV beer. So, they, meaning the people who started this company, decided we're going to try to develop a line of imperial ales that don't taste so boozy while keeping their ABV high. I'm a little skeptical because I would think that many brewers would probably strive to do that in the imperial ale category. Some of them do it better than others. There have been really, really boozy, high ABV beers that I've had, and there have been beers that are high ABV that really mask the booziness well. So I don't know if that's an unbelievably different concept and ahead of the game, or what, or how good they do it. Because I've never had a beer from this brewery. I never knew this brewery existed, but it's been around for at the time of recording almost 7 years. It's almost 2022. So this particular beer that we're going to start with from this brewing company is called Good Night Moon, which harkens back to that old story from when you were a baby. It looks like it's the skyline of London, England. And according to the explanation here of the beer on the back, strong, bold, and delicious with South American coffee and chocolate malts offering hints of roasted flavors that enhance the caramel flavors of a traditional porter. The addition of lactose, a technique famously found in milk stouts, gives this London porter a creamy mouthfeel while maintaining the subtle hop character expected in a robust porter. So that explains the London motif here. This is a style known as an Imperial Porter, which I don't think I've ever reviewed. So we're looking at the regular English Porter just amped up to the nth degree, basically. An example of that, there's a coffee and vanilla Victory at Sea, I believe, that Ballast Point makes. Not sure. I don't think I reviewed that one, so I think this is the very first of its style. And if I did review that one, it probably was labeled something different than it ended up being. So, looking very, very much forward to trying this one. Again, this is a pint of 11% ABV beer, so it's going to pack a wallop. Opening it up, and we'll pour it into this tulip glass and see what we get. Looking for that jet black pour, maybe? I don't know. Is an Imperial Porter a jet black pour as well? Like its brethren, the Russian Imperial Stout. I'm getting a pretty jet black pour. A hint maybe of brown in this. Definitely getting the khaki head, the brownish khaki head of about 2 fingers or so. Swirling it around. Really, really want to see if they are as advertised, where the booziness quality is not there. It's a coup if you keep the booziness quality to a minimum while keeping the ABV content high. Aroma-wise, not much of an aroma. Very subtle, maybe malty. Maybe a little bit of caramel. But just not much there in aroma. Very subtle. Not getting any roasty, toasty notes at all. Let's get the taste now. Very chocolate. So this uses South American coffee. It does have a big time malt. It does have a little bit of a coffee note to it. I will say the booziness is a bit masked for 11% ABV beer. However, it is there at the end. I'm getting a little bit of an alcoholic bite, and I'm not really getting too much taste from this beer. And the amazing thing is I don't really get much of an aroma either. I think maybe they sacrificed some of the aroma and taste for masking the booziness, which they did do a little bit. They masked the booziness of an 11%. I would never have thought it was. Very sweet as well. Not particularly my cup of tea. I think they did do well with the taste in that it's very chocolatey. They masked any burnt aroma or burnt taste, I should say, but sacrificed a lot with aroma and sacrificed a lot of the I would say a lot of the fullness that you usually get with the taste of this beer. So not a huge fan, not awful, but I'll go ahead and give Goodnight Moon Imperial Milk Porter a 7 out of 10.